Go speedily to my lord your husband. Show him this letter. The army of France is there. Seek out the traitor Gloucester.
Hang him instantly.
Pluck out his eyes.
Leave him to my displeasure. Edmund, keep you our sister company. The revengers we are about to take upon your traitorous father are not fit for your beholding. Our post shall be swift and intelligent betwixt us. Farewell, dear sister. Farewell, my lord of Gloucester. Where's the king?
My lord of Gloucester hath conveyed him hence. Some 5 or 6 and 30 of his knights are gone with him toward Dover, where they both have around friends.
Get horses for your mistress.
Farewell, sweet lord, and sister.
Edmund, farewell. Traitor.
Ungrateful fox.
Fine fast.
Good courtier. Friends, think you are my guests. Give me no foul play, friends.
Bind him, I say.
Hard-hearted, filthy traitor.
Unmerciful lady as you are, I not. Bind him. My God, 'tis ignobly done to pluck me by the beard.
So white and such a traitor.
Come, sir. What letters have you laid from France?
Be simple answers, for we know the truth.
And what confederacy have you with the traitors laid within the kingdom?
To whose hand have you sent the lunatic king? Speak.
I have some letters, guessingly set forth, which come from one that's of a neutral heart, not from one opposed.
Cunning. Where hast thou sent the king?
To Dover.
Wherefore to Dover? What's there on chance of
Wherefore
peril?
to Dover? Let him answer that.
I am tied to the stake, and I must stand the course.
Wherefore to Dover?
Because I would not see thy cruel nails pluck out his 4 old eyes. Though thy fierce sister in his anointed flesh stick boorish fangs. All cruels else subscribe, but I will see the winged vengeance overtake such daughters.
See, shut up never. Upon these eyes of thine I'll set my foot.
Cruel, you God!
One side will mock another, the other...
Hold your I have served you since I was a child, and better served you and I've done you than now to bid you
Come
home.
down, you dog.
If you did wear a beard upon your chin, I'd shake it on this quarrel.
No.
Nay then, come on and take this
Oh,
one.
and your head and stand up, son.
Say, my lord, you have one eyelid to be so weak upon him.
Let it be more prevented. Where is thy lustre now?
Oh, dark, comfortless. Where's my son, Edmund?
A treacherous villain. Thou call'st on him that hates thee. Was he that made the overture of thy treasons to us? Who is too good to pity thee?
Folly. Then Edgar was abused.
Go thrust him out of gates and let him smell his way with Dover. How does my lord outlook you?
You have received a hurt. Throw out this eyeless villain. Cast that slave upon a dunghill. Regan, I bleed apace. Unkindly comes this hurt. Give me your arm.
Yet better thus, and known to be condemned, than still contemned and flattered to be worst. The lowest and most dejected thing of fortune stands still in esperance, lives not in fear. The lamentable changes from the best the worst returns to laughter. Welcome then, thou unsubstantial air that I embrace. The wretch that thou hast blown into the worst owes nothing to thy blasts. But who comes here? My father, Paulie Ned. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Oh, my good Lord, I have been your tenant, and your father's tenant these 80 years.
Away, get thee away. Good friend, be gone. Thy comforts can do me no good at all. Be they me hurt.
You cannot see your way.
I have no way, and therefore want no eyes. I stumbled when I saw. Oh, dear son Edgar, might I but live to see thee in my touch, I'd say it had eyes again.
Who's there?
Oh, God. Who is it can say I am at the worst? I am worse than e'er I was.
This poor mad Tom.
And worse I may yet be. The worst is not so long as we can say this is the worst.
Hello? Where goes?
Is it a beggar man?
Madman and beggar too.
He has some reason, else he could not beg. In the last night's storm I such a fellow saw, which made me think a man a worm. My son came then into my mind, yet my mind was then scarce friends with him. I have heard more since. As flies to wanton boys are we to the gods. They kill us on their spot.
And the traitor must pay full to sorrow, angry itself and others. Bless thee, master!
The naked fellow.
Aye, my lord.
Poor Tom's here, master! Poor Tom's cold, master!
Get thee away. If for my sake thou wilt or take us here a mile or twain in the way toward Dover, do it for ancient love, and bring some covering to this naked soul, which I'll entreat to leave me.
Alas, sir, he is mad.
'Tis the time's plague when madmen lead the blind. Do as I bid thee, or rather do thy pleasure, let the rest be gone.
I'll bring him the best powder I can. Come,
Sirrah.
what will?
Naked fellow,
Poor Tom's cold. I cannot hold it further,
come hither, fellow.
and yet I must. Bless thy sweet eyes. They bleed.
Here. Take this purse. Thou whom the heavens' plagues have humbled to all strokes. That I am wretched that makes thee the happier. Heaven steals so still. Let superfluous and lust-dieted man that slaves your ordinance, that will not see because he does not feel your power quickly. So distribution should undo excess, and each man have enough. Dost thou know Dover?
Aye, master.
There is a cliff whose high and bending head looks fearfully in the confided deep. Take me but to the very brim of it. I'll repay the misery thou dost bear with something rich about me. In that place I shall know leading need.
Give me your arm. Poor Tom shall lead thee.
Welcome, my lord. I marvel our mild husband not met us on the way. Now, where's your master? Madam, within. But never man so changed. I told him of the army that was landed. He smiled at her.
Then do you go no further. 'Tis a cowish terror of his spirit, which dares not undertake. Back, Edmund, to my brother. Hasten his masters and conduct his powers. I must change names at home and give the distaff into my husband's hands. This trusty servant shall pass between us. Ere long we'll have to hear, if you dare venture in your own behalf, a mistress's command. Wear this. Fair speech. This kiss of a dare speak would stretch thy spirits up into the air. Conceive and fare thee well.
I am yours, in the ranks of death.
My most dear Gloucester, what's the difference between man and man? To thee, a woman serves the Jew. My fool usurps my body. I have been worth the whistle.
Goneril, you are not worth the dust which the rude wind blows in your face.
Milk-livered man, to bear us a cheek for blows, a head for wrongs, who hast not in thy brows an eye, discerning thine honour from thy suffering.
See thyself, devil. Proper deformity seems not in the fiend so horrid as in you.
Vain fool.
Oh, my good lord, that you could call us dead, slain by his servant who has brought the eyes of Gloucester.
Lost his eyes. Where was his son when they did take his eyes?
Come with my lady hither.
Is he not here?
No, my good lord, I met him back again.
Knows he the wickedness?
Aye, my good lord, 'twas he that informed against him. Quit the house on purpose of their punishment, might find the free course.
Gloucester, I live to thank thee for the love thou showedst the king, and to revenge thine eyes. Come hither, friend, tell me what more thou knowest.
I'm back, 'tis he. Why, he was met even now, as mad as the vexed sea, singing aloud, crowned with frank furniture and thorough weeds, with hardocks, hemlock, nettles, cuckoo flowers, darnel, and all the idle weeds that go in our sustaining corn. Search every acre in the high-grown field and bring him to our eye.
Our foster nurse of nature is repose, the which he lacks, that to provoke in him are many simples operatives whose power would close the eye of anguish.
All blessed secrets, all you unpublished virtues of the earth, spring with my tears, be aidant and remediate in the good man's desires. Seek for him, lest his ungoverned rage dissolve his life.
News, madam. The British powers are marching hitherward.
'Tis known before. Our preparation stands in expectation of them. Oh, dear father, it is thy business that I go about. Therefore, great France, my mourning and importune tears have pitied. No blown ambition doth our arms incite, but love, dear love, and our aged father's right. Soon may I hear and see you.
Shall my brother's powers set forth?
Aye, madam.
Himself in person there?
Madam, with much ado, your sister is the better soldier.
Lord Edmund spake not with your lord of home?
No, madam.
What might import my sister's letter to him?
I know not, lady.
Faith, he is posted hence on serious matter. Great ignorance Gloucester's eyes being out to let him live. When he arrives, he moves all hearts against us. Edmund, I think, is gone in pity at his misery to dispatch his knighted life. Moreover, to describe his trace of the enemy.
I must needs after you, madam, with my letter.
Our troops set forth tomorrow. Stay with us. The ways are dangerous.
I may not, madam. My lady charged my duty in this business.
Why should she write to Edmund? Might not she transport her purpose by word? Be like something, I know not what. I love thee much, let me unseal them.
Madam, I had rather...
I know your lady does not love her husband, I am sure of that. That her late being here, she gave strange Iliads and most speaking looks to noble Edmund. I know you are of her bosom.
I, madam?
I speak in understanding. You are. I know it. Therefore, I do advise you take this note. My lord is dead. Edmund and I have talked, and more convenient is he for my hand than for your lady's. You may gather more. If you do find him, pray you give him this. And when your mistress hears thus much from you, I pray desire her call her wisdom to her. So fare you well. If you do chance to hear of that blind trait that the firmament calls on him that cuts him off.
I would I could meet him, madam. I shall show what party I do follow.
Fare thee well.
When shall I come to the top of that same hill?
You do climb up it now. Look how we labour.
Thinks the ground is even.
Oh, horrible steep. Hark! Do you hear the sea?
No, truly.
Why then, your other senses grow imperfect by your eyes' anguish.
So may it be indeed. Methinks thy voice is altered, and thou speaks in better matter and praise than thou didst.
You are much deceived. In nothing am I changed but in my garments.
Methinks thou better spoken.
Here's the place. Stand still. Oh, how fearful and dizzy 'tis to cast one's eyes so low. The crows and choughs that wing the midway air show scarce so gross as beetles. Halfway down hangs one that gathers samphire. Dreadful trade. Methinks he seems no bigger than his head. The fishermen that walked upon the beach appear like mice. And yond, tall anchoring bark, diminished to her cock. Her cock, a boy almost too small for sight. The murmuring surge that on the unnumbered idle pebble chafes cannot be heard so high. I'll look no more, lest my brain turn and a deficient sight topple down headlong.
Set me where you stand.
Give me your arm. Here, sir. You are now within a foot of the extreme verge. For all beneath the moon would I not leap upright.
Let go my arm. Dear friends, another purse. In it a jewel well worth a poor man's taking. Fair isn't God's prospered with thee. Go thou further off. Bid me farewell and hear me. Let me hear thee too.
Now fare ye well, good sir.
Oh, my heart.
Why I do trifle thus with his despair is done to cure it.
O you mighty gods, this world I do renounce, and shake patiently my great affliction off. If I could bear it longer, and not fall to quarrel with your great opposeless wills, my snuff and loathed part of nature should burn itself out. If Edgar lives, bless him. Now, fellows, farewell.
Alive or dead? Are you, sir? Speak. Are you, sir?
Thus might be pass indeed, yet you of lives.
What are you, sir? Wait, let me die. Hadst thou been what the gossamer feathers here, so many fathom down precipitating, thou'st shivered like an egg. But thou dost breathe. Thy life's a miracle.
Have I fallen or no?
From the dread summit of this chalky bourne, look up the height. The shrill gorged lark so far cannot be seen or heard. Do but look up.
Alack, I have no eyes. Is wretchedness deprived that benefit to end itself by death? 'Twas yet some comfort when misery could beguile the tyrant's rage and frustrate his proud will.
Here, sir. Give me your arm. Up, sir. Come on. Feel your legs. You stand.
Too well, too well.
This is above all strangeness. Upon the crown of a cliff, what thing was that parted from you?
A poor unfortunate beggar.
As I stood here below, methought his eyes were 2 full moons. He had 1,000 noses, horns whelked and waved like the enraged sea. It was some fiend.
Do you remember now? Henceforth I'll bear affliction to cry out itself, enough, enough, and die. That thing you speak of, do it for them. Often would say the fiend, he led me to that place.
They're free and patient thoughts. But who comes here? Oh, the safer sense would ne'er accommodate his master thus.
Cannot touch me for crying. I am the king himself.
Oh, thou side-piercing sight.
Nature's above art in that respect. There's your fresh money. That fellow handles his bow like a crow keeper. Draw me a clothier's yard.
Look. A house. Peace.
This piece of toasted cheese will do it. There's my gauntlet. I'll prove it on a giant. Bring up the brown bills. Oh, well flown bird.
In the cloud. Whew.
Give the word.
Sweet Marjorie.
I know that voice. Conrill with a white beard. They flattered me like a dog, and told me I had the white hairs in my beard, and the black ones were there to say I am no to everything that I said. I am no to is no good divinity. And the rain came to wet me once, and the wind to make me shatter, when the thunder would not cease at my bidding. There I found them. There I smote them out, because to they not men of their words. They told me I was everything. It is not true.
I'm not ague-proof.
The trick of that voice I do well remember. Is it not the king?
Aye. Every inch a king. When I do stare, see how the subject quakes. Pardon that man's life. What was I called? Adultery. Oh, thou shalt not die. Die for adultery. No. The wren goes to it, and the small gilded fly does lecture in my sight there. Let copulation thrive. But Luster's bastard son was kinder to his father than my daughter's got between the lawful sheets. To it. Luxury, spill mill, for I lack so good. Oh, behold, yon simpering dame, whose face between her forks presages snow. Oh, the mince's virtue, and to shake the head through to hear of pleasure's name. Not victual, nor the soiled horse goes to it with a more riotous appetite. Down from the waist there are centaurs, no women all above. Back to the girdle that the gods inherit. The rest is all the fiends. There's hell, there's darkness, there's the sulphurous pit, burning, scalding, sage, consummation. Give me an ounce of civet, good apothecary. Sweeten my imagination. There's money for it.
Let me kiss that hand.
Let me wipe it first. It smells of mortality.
O ruined piece of nature, this great world shall so wear out to naught. Dost thou know me?
I remember thine eyes well enough. Dost thou squinny at me, blind Cupid? No, I'll not love. Read thou this challenge, mark but the pennies of it.
All thy letters, sons, I could not read.
I would not take this from report. It is, and my heart breaks at it.
Read.
What? With the case of eyes?
Are you there with me? No eyes in your head, no money in your purse. Your eyes are in a heavy case, your purse is in a light. Yeah, don't you see how this world goes? I see it feelingly. What? Not mad. A man may see how this world goes with no eyes. Look with thine ears. See how yon justice rails upon yon simple thief. Hark in thine ears. Change places and handy-dandy, which is the justice, which is the thief. Thou see the farmer's dog bark at the beggar.
Aye, my good lord.
And the creature run from the curb. There thou mayst behold the great image of authority. The dogs obeyed in office. Thou rascal beetle, hold thy bloody hand. Why dost thou lash that paw? Strip thine own back. Thou art the lustre user in that kind for which thou whipst her. The user, the hens, the covener, those tattered clothes, great vices do appear. Robes and furred gowns hide all. Under the bed. Now, my child, Now. Pull off my boots. Harder. So.
Oh, matter and impertinency mixed, reason in madness.
Thou wilt weep. Take my eyes. I know thee well enough. Thy name is Gloucester. Thou must be patient. We came crying here. Fellows, the first time that we smelled the air, we walled and cried. I preach to thee, Ma. When we are born, we cry that we are come to this great stage of fools. Oh, this is a good block. A delicate stratagem to shoe a troop of horse with felt. I'll put it in proof. And when we've stolen upon these sons-in-law, Go!
Here he is. My hand upon him. Sir, your most dear daughter.
No escape, a prisoner. I'm even the natural fool of fortune. Use me well. You shall have ransom. Let me have servants. I am cut to the brain.
You shall have anything.
I will die bravely, like a smug bridegroom. What? I will be jovial. Come, my masters. I'm a king. Are you there?
You are a royal one, and we obey you.
Just like it. And you get it. You should get it by running.
Skillful in the meanest grace, past speaking of any king.
Hail to you.
So speak you, what's your will?
Do you hear, officer, of a battle toward?
Most sure and vulgar. Everyone hears that which can distinguish sound.
But by your favour, how near's the other army?
Near and on speedy foot, the main disgrace and on the hourly ford. So the Queen on special cause here, her army is moved on.
Thank you, sir.
Gentle gods, take my breath from me. Let not my worser spirit tempt me again to die before you please.
Well, pray you, Father.
Now, sir, what are you?
A most poor man, made tame to fortune's blows, who, by the art of know and feeling sorrow, am pregnant to good pity. Come, Father. Give me your hand. I'll lead you to some Bible.
Thanks. The blessing bends in heaven.
Plain pride. How old and happy traitor, bring me thyself remember that sword is out. I must destroy thee.
Now let thy friendly hand put strength enough to it.
Wherefore, bold peasant, darest thou to want to punish traitor? Let go his arm.
I'll not let go, sir, without further occasion.
Let go, slave, or thou diest.
Good gentlemen, go ye gate, and let poor folk pass. Nay! Come not near the old man.
which thou findest about me, to Edmund, Earl of Gloucester. Seeking out upon the English party. Untie me to death.
I know thee well. A serviceable villain, as duteous to the vices of thy mistress's badness would desire.
What? Is he dead?
Sit you down, father, and rest you. And let's see his pockets. The letters that he speaks of may be my friend's. He's dead. I'm only sorry he has no other deathsman. Let's see. Leave gentle wax and manners. Blame us not to know our enemies' minds. We rip their hearts, their papers is more lawful. Let our reciprocal vows be remembered. You have many opportunities to cut him off. If your will want not, time and place will be fruitfully offered. There is nothing done. If he return the conqueror, then I am the prisoner. And his bed, my jail, from the loathed warmth whereof, deliver me and supply the place of your labour. Your wife, so I would say, affectionate servant, Goneril. Edmund. Oh, indistinguished space of woman's will, a plot upon her virtuous husband's life, and the exchange. Here in the sands, thee I'll rake up. The post unsanctified of murderous lectures. And in the mature time, with this ungracious paper, strike the sight of the death-practised Duke. For him 'tis well that of thy death and business I can tell.
The king is mad. How stiff is my vile sense that I stand up and have ingenious feeling of my huge sorrows. Better I were distract. So should my thoughts be severed from my griefs and woes, by wrong imaginations lose knowledge of themselves.
Come, father. Far off, methinks I hear the sounds of war. Give me your hand. I'll bestow you with a friend.
Good Kent, how shall I live and work to match thy goodness? My life will be too short, and every measure fail me.
To be acknowledged, madam, is o'erpaid. All my reports go with a modest truth, no more, no clip, but so.
Be better suited. These weeds are memories of those worse hours. I prithee put them off.
Pardon, dear madam, yet to be known shortens my made intent. My boon I make it that you know me not until time and I think meet.
Then be it so, my good lord. How does the king?
Madam, he sleeps still.
Oh, you kind gods. Cure this great breach in his abused nature. The untuned and jarring senses all wind up with his child-changing father.
So please your majesty, we may wait the king. He hath slept long.
Be governed by your knowledge and proceed in sway of your own will.
In the heaviness of sleep, we put fresh garments on him. Be by, good madam, when we do awake him. I doubt not of his temperance.
Oh, my dear father. Restoration hang thy medicine on my lips. And let this kiss repair those violent harms that my two sisters have in thy reverence made. Had you not been their father, these white flakes did challenge pity of them. Is this face to be opposed against the jarring winds? Mine enemy's dog, though he had bit me, should have stood that night against my fire. And wast thou fain, poor father, to hovel me with swine and rogues for law, you short-fused musty straw? Alack, alack, 'tis wonder that thy life and wits had once had not concluded all. He wakes, speak to him.
Do you, madam? 'Tis fit.
How does my royal lord? How fares your majesty?
You do me wrong to take me out of the grave. Thou art a soul in bliss, but I am bound upon a wheel of fire, that mine own tears do scald like molten lead.
Sir, do you know me?
You are a spirit, I know. Where did you die?
Still, far wide.
He is scarce awake, madam. Let him alone a while.
Where have I been? Where am I? Daylight. I am mightily abused. I should even die with pity to see another thus. I know not what to say. I will not swear these are my hands. Let's see. I feel this pinprick. Would I were assured of my condition.
Oh, look upon me, sir, and hold your hand in benediction on me. You must not kneel.
Pray, do not mock me. I am a very foolish, fond old man. 80 and upward, not an hour more nor less, and to deal plainly, I fear I'm not in my perfect mind. Methinks I should know you, and know this man. Undoubtedly. For I am mainly ignorant what place this is, and all the skill I have remembers not these garments. Nor do I know where I did lodge last night. Do not laugh at me. As I am a man, I think this lady to be my child, Cordelia.
And so I am. I am.
Your tears wet. Yes, effect. Pray, weep not. If you have poison for me, I will drink it. I know you do not love me, but your sisters have, as I do remember, done me wrong. You have some cause. They have not.
No cause, no cause.
Am I in France?
Your own kingdom, sire.
Do not abuse me.
Be comforted, good man. The great rage you see has killed him. Desire him to go in. Trouble him no further till settling.
Will it please your highness walk?
You must Bear with me. Pray now. Forgive. And forgive. I am old and foolish.
The Duke of his last purposeful, full of alteration and self-reproving.
Our sister's man is certainly miscarried.
Indeed, madam, 'tis to be doubted.
Now, sweet lord, you know the goodness I intend upon you. Tell me truly, but then speak the truth. Do you not love my sister?
In honored love?
But have you never found my brother's way to the offended place?
Oh, by mine honor, madam.
You never shall endure her, dear my lord. Be not familiar with her.
Fear not.
Duke, her husband, our very lovely sister, well be met. Sir, this I heard, the king is come to his daughter, with others whom the rigour of our state forced to cry out.
Why is this reason?
Combined together against the enemy. Leave particular and domestic world, not the question here.
Let's then determine with the ancient war on our proceeding.
Sister, you'll go with us?
No,
'Tis most convenient. Pray, go with us.
I will go.
Giving voice and speech with man so poor, hearing one word.
Oh, I take you to speak.
Before you fight the battle, open this letter. If you have victory, let the trumpet sound for him that brought it. Wretched though I seem, I can produce a champion that will prove what is avouched there. Fortune love you.
Wait till I've read the letter.
I was forbid it. When time shall serve, let but the herald cry, and I will appear again.
Why, fairly well, I will overlook thy paper.
Enemies in view. Draw up your powers. There is the guess of their true strength and forces. Your haste is now urged on.
We will greet the time.
To both these sisters have I sworn my love. Each jealous of the other as the stung out of the adder. Which of them shall I take? Both? One? Or neither? Neither can be enjoyed if both remain alive. To take the widow exasperates, makes mad her sister Goneril, and hardly shall I carry out my side, her husband being alive. Now then, I'll use his countenance for battle, which being done, let her who would be rid of him devise his speedy taking off. As for the mercy which he intends to Lear and Cordelia, the battle done and they within our power shall never see his pardon. My state stands on me to defend, not to debate.
Dear Father, take thou the shadow of this tree for your good host. Pray that the right may thrive. If ever I return to you again, I'll bring you comfort.
Grace go with you, sir.
Away out there! Away! King Lear is lost! He and his daughter taken! Give me thy hand away!
No further, sir. A man may rot even here.
What? In ill thoughts again? Men must endure their going hence, even as they're coming hither. Rightness is all.
That's true, too.
Come, Father.
Some of us must take them away. Good God, until their great offences first be known that I will censure them.
We are not the first who with the best meaning have incurred the worst. For thee, oppressive king, I am cast down. Myself could else outfrown false fortune's frown. Shall we not see these daughters and these sisters?
No, no. No, no. Come, let's away to prison. We two alone will sing like birds in the cave. When thou dost ask me blessing, I'll kneel down and ask of thee forgiveness. And so we'll live and pray and sing and tell old tales and laugh at gilded butterflies and hear poor rogues talk of court news, and we'll talk with them too.
Who loses and who wins, who's in, who's out, and take upon us the mystery of things as if we were God's spies. And we'll wear out in a walled prison packs and sets of great ones that ebb and flow by the moon.
Take them away.
Upon such sacrifices, my Cordelia, the gods themselves throw incense. Have I caught thee? He that parts us shall bring a brand from heaven and fire us hence like foxes. Oh, wipe thine eyes. The good years shall devour them flesh and fell, ere they shall make us weaker. We'll see them starve first.
Come in, Captain. Take thou this note. Follow them to prison. If thou dost as it instructs thee, thou dost make thy way to noble fortunes. But know thou this, that men are as the time is, to be tender-minded will not become the sword. Either say thou do it, or thrive by other means. I'll do it. About the dinner, right happy mark, I say, instantly. Carizzos, I've set it down.
Sir, you have showed today your valiant strain, and fortune led you well. You have the captives who are the opposites of this day's strife. I do require them of you.
Sir, I thought it fit to send the old and miserable king to some retention and appointed guard. With him I sent the queen, and they are ready tomorrow, or at a further space to appear where you shall hold your session.
Sir, by your patience, I hold you but as subject of this war, not as a brother.
As we live to grace him, methinks our pleasure might have been demanded ere you had spoke so far. Led our powers, or the commission of my place and person, which immediacy may well stand up, call itself your brother.
Not so hot. In his own grace he does exalt himself, more than in your edition.
In my rights, by me invested, he compares the best.
That were the most if he should husband you.
Just as do oft prove prophets.
Hurrah, hurrah. The eye that told you so looked but a squint.
Lady, I am not well. Such an full-flowing stomach. General, take thou my soldiers, prisoners, patrimony. Dispose of them, of me. The walls is thine. Witness the world that I create thee here, my lord and master.
Me to enjoy him.
The let alone lies not in your goodwill.
Nor in thine, lord.
Half-blooded fellow, yes.
Let the drum strike and prove my title thine.
Stay yet, hear reason. Edmund, I arrest thee on capital treason, and in thy arrest, this gilded serpent. For your claim, fair sisters, I bear it in the interest of my wife. 'Tis she is subcontracted to this lord, and I, her husband, contradict your bans. If you will marry, make your loves to me. My lady is bespoke.
An interlude.
Thou art armed, Gloucester. Sound the trumpet. If none appear to prove upon thy person thy heinous manifest and many treasons, I'll make it on thy heart ere I taste bread. Thou art in nothing less than I've here proclaimed thee.
Oh, sick.
If not, I'll ne'er trust medicine.
What in the world is he that names me traitor? Villain like he lies.
Call by the trumpet!
He that dares approach. On him. On you, I will maintain my truth and honor firmly.
A herald, ho! Trust to thy single virtue, for thy soldiers, all levied in my name, have in my name took their discharge.
My sickness grows upon me.
She is not well. Convey her to my tent. Come hither, herald. Sound the trumpet and read out this.
If any man of quality or degree within the list of the army will maintain upon Edmund, supposed Earl of Gloucester, that he is a manifold traitor, let him appear by the sound of the trumpet. Be as bold in his defence.
Ask him his purposes, why he appears at this call of the trumpet.
What are you, your name, your quality, and why you answer this present summons?
No, my name is lost, by treason's tooth, fair Norman canker bit. Yet am I noble as the adversary.
Which is that adversary?
What's he that speaks for Edmund, Earl of Gloucester?
Himself. What sayest thou to him?
Draw thy sword, that if my speech offend a noble heart, thy arm may do thee justice. I protest. Maugre thy strength, place, youth, and eminence. Despite thy victor sword and fire new fortune, thy valour and thy heart, thou art a traitor, false to thy gods, thy brother, and thy father. Say thou no. This sword, this arm, and my best spirits are bent to prove upon thy heart whereto I speak. Thou liest!
Wisdom. I should not try. But since thy outside looks so fair and warlike, and that thy tongue a breeding breeds, what safe and nicely I might well delay by rule of knighthood, I disdain and spurn. Back do I toss these treasons to thy head with the hell-hated lie all round thy heart! Sword shall give them instantly! They shall rest forever!
Shut your mouth, dame, or with this paper shall I stop it. Hold, sir, thou worse than any name. Read thine own evil. No tearing, lady, I perceive thou know it.
Say if I do, the laws are mine, not thine. Who can arraign me for it?
Most monstrous! Go after her, she's desperate, govern her. Knowest thou this paper?
Speak up to I now. What you have charged me with. That have I done. And more. Much more. The time will bring it out. 'Tis past. And so am I. What art thou that has this fortune on me? If thou art noble, I will forgive thee.
Let's exchange charity. I am no less in blood than thou art, Edmund. If more, the more thou hast wronged me. My name is Edgar, and thy father's son. The gods are just, and of our pleasant vices make instruments to plague us. The dark and vicious place where thee he got cost him his eyes.
Spoken right. 'Tis true. The wheel has come full circle. I am here.
Methought thy very gait did prophesy a royal nobleness. I must embrace thee. Let sorrow split my heart if ever I did hate thee or thy father.
Worthy prince, I know it.
Where have you hid yourself? How have you known of the miseries of your father?
By nursing them, my lord. The bloody proclamation to escape that followed me so near taught me to shift into a madman's rags, to assume a semblance that very dogs disdained. And in this habit met I my father, with his bleeding reins their precious stones new lost, became his guide, led him, begged for him, saved him from despair, revealed myself unto him some half hour past. But his flawed heart, alack too weak the conflict to support, twixt two extremes of passion, joy and grief burst smilingly. Help! Help! Oh, help! What kind of help?
Speak, man.
What means this bloody knife?
'Tis hot. It smokes. Came even from the heart of... She's dead.
Who dead? Speak!
Your lady, sir, your lady. Assisted by her is poisoned. She confesses it.
I was contracted to them both. All three now marry in an instant.
Produce the bodies, be they alive or dead. This judgment of the heavens that makes us tremble touches us not with pity.
I am come to bid my king and master, good night. Is he not here?
Great thing of us forgot. Speak, Edmund. Where's the king and where's Cordelia?
Why,
Yet Edmund was beloved. The one, the other poisoned for my sake, then slew herself.
Even so, cover their faces.
I meant for life. Some good I knew to do, despite the right of nature. I read us on the life of Lear and Cordelia. Sent to the castle. Nay, send in time.
Run, run! But to whom, my lord? Who has the office? Send thy token of reprieve.
Well thought on. Let my sword, give it the captain.
Haste thee for thy life.
Yet risen from thy wife and me, so then got to Lear in prison, and lay the blame upon her own despair.
You are men of stone. Had I your tongues and eyes, I'd use them so that heaven's vault should crack. She's gone forever. I know when one is dead. And when one lives, she is dead with her. Hand me a looking glass. If that a breath will miss or stain the stone, I think she lives.
Is this the promised end?
Or image of that horror?
Fall and cease.
Standard still. She lived. If it be so, it is a chance which does redeem all sorrows that ever I have felt.
Good master.
Prithee, please.
'Tis noble Kent, sir, your friend.
Hide upon you, murderers, traitors all. I might have saved her. Now she's gone forever. Cordelia. Cordelia, stay a little. Huh? What is thou sayest? Her voice was ever soft, gentle, and low. An excellent thing in woman. I killed a slave that was a hanging thee.
True, my lord, you did.
Did I not tell her? Ah, I've seen the day with my good fighting falchion, I would have made him skip. I'm old now. These same crosses spoil me. Who are you? Mine eyes are none of the best, I'll tell you straight.
Fortune, brag of two she loved and hated. One of them we behold.
This is a dull sight. Are you not Kent?
The same, my lord. Your servant Kent. Where is your servant Caius?
Oh, he's a good fellow. Oh, I tell you that. Oh, he'll strike. And quickly, too. He's dead and rotten.
No, my lord. I am the very man.
I see that straight.
That from your first of difference and decay have followed your sad steps.
Oh, welcome him.
For no man else. All is cheerless, dark, and dreary. Your eldest daughters have foredone themselves and desperately are dead.
So I think.
He knows not what he says, and vain is it that we present us to him. You lords and noble friends know our intent. What comfort to this great decay may come shall be applied. For us we shall resign, during the life of this old majesty, to him our absolute power. You to your rights, with boot and with such addition as your honours have more than merited. All friends shall taste the wages of their virtue, and all foes the cup of their deservings.
And my poor fool is hanged. No, life. I should dog, horse, the rats have life, and thou no breath at all. Come no more. Never, never, never. Hey, you, and do this button. Thank you, sir. Do you see this? Look on her. Look, her lips. Look there. Defense. My lord, my lord.
I prithee break.
Look up, my lord.
It's not his ghost. He hates him that would upon the rack of this tough world stretch him out longer.
He is gone indeed.
The wonder is he hath endured so long. He but usurped his life.
Bear them from hence. Our present business is general woe. Friends of my soul, you twain, rule in this realm and the gored state sustain.
I have a journey, sir, shortly to go. My master calls me. I must not say no.
The weight of this sad time we must obey. Speak what we feel, not what we ought to say. The oldest hath borne the most. We that are young may never see so much, nor live so long.
I'd like to rehearse this year.
Thank you, Tony.
Oh, you're most welcome. When do we see them? That'll be next week, I think.
It's all right for you, I wasn't allowed to. I'm saying I don't really know, and it's not not to see his reaction.